It's been a long night for Clint Bowyer, Mike. Right side tires going on. They made that camber adjustment, but they also had to cut an air duct hose to do that. Now tires going on the left side for Clint Bowyer. That car just has not been able to turn. Then it got way too loose.
So that leaves Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch. They are lapping at 30.7 seconds, almost a second slower than Matt Kenseth on fresh tires.
Now, this is one of those strategies, though, that can pay off. If things work out the way they want them to, it could work for you. It can pay off.
Kurt is 5 seconds behind Tony Stewart and in second place. Stenhouse has made a pit stop now. He is 2 laps down.
Back in the 28th position where he got his first win in a top series at Iowa in the NNS last weekend.
Kurt Busch up high. Here comes Montoya after Dale Earnhardt Jr. And now that's for 13th place with Jimmy Johnson 12th. And they are a lap down. Not quite a lap down to the leader. Not quite.
Well, here comes Tony Stewart in the 14 to pit road. Yeah, those drivers were trying to get by Kurt Busch in the 22 to get back on the lead lap.
Matt?
Stewart ran the World of Outlaws race last night, finished 10th. Right now it's elbows up. He's been fighting a tight race car most of the night. Track bar adjustment. Rick Pigeon is the gas man. He and Gooch Patterson swap off, and there's caution on the racetrack.
Yellow is out.
Couldn't have come at a worse time.
Worse time for Stewart or a better time for Kurt Busch.
Yeah, the downside for Kurt Busch is he's the leader of the race, and there you see why we have the caution. The downside, though, to it is he's going to have to come to pit road. Most of these other drivers are going to stay out, but he's on the lead lap.
Mike Bliss either ran out of gas or lost fire in his number 32, the Frank Stoddard car, because he's come to rest near the entrance of pit road. And that puts us under caution for the 6th time tonight at lap 233.
Like I said, that strategy that the 14 was trying to pull off, everything has to work just right for it to work out.
And that's not the first time it's just not quite worked out for him.
So close that you almost want to try it again.
Now, when the round of pit stops started, Kenseth had a 2.5-second lead over Carl Edwards. Right now they're the 2nd and 3rd place cars, and when the caution waved, the gap between them was that same 2.5 seconds.
I tell you what it did do, though, by Kurt Busch and the 22 still being out there, it put a lot of drivers a lap down.
Greg Biffle will get the free pass, but the drivers Larry spoke of will include Montoya, Harvick, Kane, Rudeman, Martin, and Burton, along with Gilliland and Bowyer, Jeff Gordon, Castle, Mears, Newman, and Logano. So if the leaders pit and there are no lead lap cars right behind the pace car, there will be a big group of wave around cars at the end of this caution. Matt?
In the 17 pit, Mike, basically Jimmy Finning worked the math. They'd run about 9 laps, so they were going to come back in and just go right side tires only and top them off with fuel. Steve?
Matt, the 99 was going to stay out. This time they're going to take right side tires and fuel. Right sides only for the 99 of Carl Edwards.
A.J. Allmendinger completes his service. So does Kurt Busch. We'll check with Dick.
Kurt Busch has made minor adjustments to his car. Not anything big, but boy, what a day he's had. Started all the way back in the 26th position. Krista.
Brad Keselowski was coming in, but then he said, wait, if everyone stays out, what do we do? They said, come in, and we're giving you 4 when we do.
The pole sitter leaves pit road. This race just fell right into Kurt Busch's lap. He was the leader when the caution flag came out. He had not made his pit stop, and now he can under caution.
Yippee.
Pit road's a busy place in Charlotte.
They're hopping down there.
The Coca Cola 600 on Fox is sponsored by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer, by Lipitor, and by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram.
15 cars took the wave around. Marcus Ambrose from Australia. He's the leader, and before the race talked about what might happen tonight.
Got a bit of work to do here to get back to the front, but if we win the race, I'm going to do burnouts on the backstretch to watch yourself on that big TV.
You know what? He's all fizzed up tonight.
Yes, he is. And he'll restart on the outside of Kyle Busch. Then Denny Hamlin, David Reagan. This worked out well for Kurt Busch. He could have been toast, and instead he's 10th. And it worked out well for Tony Stewart, who was 17th before pit stops began. Stewart will restart 8th.
Watch these restarts. They always make me nervous.
Hamlin, Reagan, row 2. Menard, Jimmy Johnson. Earnhardt, Stewart, Kenseth, Kurt Busch, the top 10. Green flag at lap 237.
Pretty clean that time. Nice start, actually.
But like on that last restart, Marcus Ambrose in that 9 got a good start on the outside, but here comes Kyle Busch in the 18. He wants the lead of this thing.
And you know, Larry, that 18 car, I believe, is a car that was waiting for the sun to go down, for the nighttime to get here. That thing looks like it's right at this point in the race.
Leaders in close contact. They were side by side for 6th and still are, as Kenseth in the 17 tries to fight his way back. There's Matt on the inside of Paul Menard. Stewart right behind. Earnhardt right in front.
Boy, they are wadded up going off into turn 1 then.
Here comes Kurt Busch looking to the inside, and Stewart came down and cut him off.
Yeah, Kurt Busch in the 22 was trying to make it 3 wide. You can see gets real loose by A.J. Allmendinger in the 43 through 4.
Larry, Kurt Busch made it 3 wide last time down into 1. That's what I was talking about. He's trying to get he lost a couple of spots trying to get them back.
Oh, Menard in the wall, turn 2.
He's going to come down right in front of
everybody, and they're going to miss him.
Caution is out.
No, we got a pilot back here.
Martin Truex.
There's the 27 cars down on the apron. Menard, you got Truex crashed. These guys ran over each other after the spin.
All right, let's show you. There's Paul Menard. Let's show you what happens here.
He gets in here. Car, you saw it bobble just a little bit getting in the turn. Goes up. What goes up must come down.
Look at Kurt Busch in the 22, just got by.
And David Starr.
See this?
Yep. Brian Vickers got in the back of Truex.
Yeah, they ran over each other after the spin.
Wow. Matt, what happened there?
Menard simply said on the radio to his team, Mike, he apologized, he lost it, he tried to run the top.
Yeah, he just went in a little high down there, Matt, and the back end got out just ever so slightly, and he couldn't catch it, and around it went.
And Mike, just like earlier, those 15 drivers that took the wave around paid off.
Yes, it did, because most of them got back on the lead lap, and all of them got one of their laps back. And that takes a couple of good cars from the race, including Truex's, and takes Menard out of contention.
I thought Truex had kind of gotten rid of his bad luck, you know, after a couple of vicious crashes, one at Martinsville, one at Texas. Had a couple of good top 10 runs, but all for naught tonight.
Menard will stay in the race after that spin in turn number 1. 240 laps, 360 miles of the 600 tonight in Charlotte. Danger lurking at every turn.